everybody, welcome back to Transformations by Tiffany. Today I wanted to talk about something near and dear to my heart, and that is my family's traditions, our holiday traditions. And I love making traditions with my husband and my children. It was so much fun growing up and having certain things that you knew was coming every year. And I've worked really hard to do that with my kids and with my husband. And so I just want to go over a few of those with you guys and kind of let you know what our holiday looks like. And I hope that you let me know some of your traditions and some of the things that you like to do with your family. So I have my paper down here so I don't forget anything. So if I look down, that's what I'm doing. And so with that, let's get started. Just to give you a little bit, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, I am married to a wonderful, wonderful man. His name is Daniel, and we've been together since I was 17 years old, many, many years ago. And we have two boys, and they are now teenagers, both of them. Oh, that makes me so sad. But some of these things we started later on. We didn't do necessarily when they were smaller. And some of the things that we did when they were smaller, they've kind of outgrown now. But traditions don't have to start their first year. Traditions can start at any time and will kind of evolve and change also as your family grows or your children grow. So let's get started. The first thing that we actually did start the very first year, and I'm so thankful that we did that, is buying a Christmas ornament that represents something new that we did that year. And we love that. And it's like going down memory lane. Every year when we get our decorations out for our tree and seeing the different things and looking on the date and be like, man, was that really that many years ago? Or look how much y'all have grown and how much you've done or accomplished in that time. And so we absolutely love doing that. And so our ornament this year was a little tent and some camping stuff on there because our boys went to their first big week-long without the parents camp out with Scouts this year. And so that was a big deal for them and for Mama, because that was rough on Mama that week. But that was a big deal. So that was the ornament that we got this year. And then we have them that go all the way down to baby's first Christmas. And so I love that tradition. Next is we decorate together. Sometimes the holidays can get crazy and we might only have a couple of hours to do it or an hour to do it, but we always make sure that our family tree is done together and everybody, my kids kind of hang up their own ornaments and stuff maybe that they've made in the past. And we just love it. We turn on the Christmas music and we just spend time together, no devices, and everybody just has a good time. Next is we like to watch Christmas movies together. We cuddle up on the couch and turn on some old Christmas shows. We like the old Rudolph and Frosty, and one of our favorites is the Grinch, and that one's not terribly old, but we love that. And so we watch the Christmas movies together. Another tradition that we started once our kids got a little bit older, it's probably been 5 or 6 years now, part of their Christmas from me and my husband to our kids is we take a trip to the Great Wolf Lodge. We usually only stay a night, but we go and we have a good time together, and it's kind of evolved in the last 2 or 3 years, and a couple other families have now started doing that too. And so we all go together and kids play and the parents get to hang out and enjoy each other's company. And right now at the Wolf Lodge, they have the snow and they bring out Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus or a reindeer, and they have it all decorated up, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And instead of freezing outside, we get to go into 80-degree weather and go swimming. So that's always fun and something that we look forward to every year. Next is we try to either go see some lights or we go to see a live nativity, and that is always fun. I love to go see the live nativities, and we get to see maybe what Bethlehem looked like. That's something you don't really think about. You know, what were the merchants like? What kind of things would have been made or sold in the town of Bethlehem? And all the way down to the birth of our Savior. And we always want to try to make sure that we remember the true reason to why we are celebrating this holiday season, and that is Christ. So that's always fun. And my kids still go and do this, but it's not as exciting to them now as what it was when they were smaller, but they still enjoy looking at the lights, and I love it. I think it's beautiful, and to see what kind of things people come up with. And so, and now they get to climb up on the roof and help my husband put up Christmas lights. So that's fun too. But that's another tradition that we have. And another thing that we have done for many, many years, and I can't remember if we started when the boys were babies or not, but it was shortly thereafter, if not. But we always give to a family in need or an organization that we trust. Some years our church have done stuff and we've donated through that. Sometimes if I know a family that's struggling or needs something, we will do that with them. And there's been times that we know that there's some kids, in our church family or relatives of somebody, and they're struggling, they've lost their job or whatever the case may be, and their kids are not getting anything for Christmas. And my boys have always, even as they were little, loved going and picking out toys for kids who may not have gotten a Christmas. And that is a way to teach your kids to give back. And honestly, they love it. And so that's something fun that we always do. And another thing is, when my boys were really little, we would set up all the toys and take everything out of packages. We didn't wrap anything. We just laid out all their toys and whatever they were getting all over the living room. And we'd have a section for our oldest son and a section for our youngest son. And when they would wake up, they would come in and they would have these toys all over the living room. And by the way, on Christmas Eve, when the boys were smaller, we would always put them in the room with us, because I wanted to be there to see their little faces when they saw what Santa brought them. And now that they're older, they know to, kind of come and get me and my husband before they go and see what they got for Christmas. But as they got older, my dad gave me the idea of wrapping and hiding their gifts and giving them a map, and they have to go and find their gifts. And we tried it one year and our kids have loved it. So now anytime they're getting something, whether they're getting something for Easter or Christmas or whatever, they want a map or something to read, like a little riddle, to figure out where their gifts are, and they're hidden all over the place. And they think it is so much fun to run all over the house and find their gifts, and they pile them up, and then together we open them all together, and it's just fun. It's a different twist to how I did it when I was little and how the boys did things when they were little, and it just makes it more exciting for them. So I hope that these few traditions gave you some ideas. I am glad that you came along to kind of hear about my family and some of the things that we do. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas season and fun time with your family. And until next time, purpose today and have a good one. Bye-bye.